25 to 6. Now, this has been described as the most significant onshore conventional oil and gas find in this country for 30 years. The West Newton area of East Yorkshire is potentially the location of Britain's largest gas field. Now, experts say there could be up to 283 million barrels of oil underground there. Let's speak now to David Bramhill, Executive Chairman of Union Jack, the onshore oil and gas exploration company involved in this research. David, hello there.
Oh, good evening.
I mean, sorry, say again.
Good evening, Andy.
Yeah, just try and put this into simple terms. How big a deal is this, do you think?
At the moment, I'd love to stress, first of all, we are, before anybody starts thinking that this is a totally conventional situation and nothing to do with hydraulic fracking or anything like that, which we've got a moratorium on it anyway now, as everybody probably knows. So we've always, basically our business model is conventional oil and gas exploration and production. So what I would say, it is really, really early days yet. It could be, I think you mentioned earlier that it could be the largest gas field, oil field found in 30 years. There's still a lot of work to be done. Believe me, it will take some time. And we're not the operator, I hasten to add, a company called Rafflin Energy, a Canadian group. So these figures are excellent because effectively what you're looking at is an offshore resource reserve base which is being found onshore, which has been very, very sparsely explored over the years. So yes, we're excited about it. That's a pretty good word to use, maybe, but there's still a heck of a lot of work to be done.
Indeed. Now, as I mentioned, you've been involved in the research. How do you research it? How do you find out what's down there then?
Oh, how long have you got? There's all sorts of what has happened historically. It's not like a case of Jed Clampett anymore. It used to be, but now the actual science is very, very top notch. It's the best you can probably get. How you can make improvements now, I hate to see you've got seismic, which is 3D seismic, 4D seismic, and it can tell you effectively where to drill. Very expensive, and it's a tool for the job to find your drill site. Then you drill the well, and of course that has to be done safely. But probably 1,000 permits to be taken. Everything under the sun needs to be taken in consideration. Then you drill your well, you get your logs, and from those logs you can effectively say, well, it looks like gas, looks like oil. Then you send down a neutron density tool, which will tell you what you have. Then you take the core from the hole, you take the core to a core lab, and then you have a whole bunch of scientists running tests, and that's still ongoing. So it really is a never-ending job to actually gain as much scientific knowledge as you can to enable the best result at the end of the day.
Now, there'll be people thinking this is very exciting. There'll be people worried about the impact on the countryside, on the surroundings, on the environment. What would you say to them?
There obviously are protesters, and I would say I'd never get involved. If people have those thoughts, then fine. It's a free world, and we welcome questions. And what I would say is that Rafflin Energy do hold a community meetings very, very regularly, where anyone can turn up, and Rafflin will put any questions at ease, answer them as honestly as possible. And what one must consider, A, this is conventional, and secondly, on a safety point of view and environmental, it's top-notch stuff.
Okay, so all sounds potentially very exciting. Thank you very much indeed for talking us through it, David. David Bramhill, they're Executive Chairman of Union Jack. They're an onshore oil and gas exploration company. They've been involved in that research.